If you want to generate chibi-style art with AI, which tool should you actually use? Because here's the thing, there are dozens of chibi makers out there right now, but most of them, they just slap a big head filter on your photo and call it a day. No real control over outfits, no control over poses, definitely no consistency if you try to generate the same character twice. So today, I'm putting the most popular AI tools to the test, using the exact same prompt on every single one. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which chibi generators are actually worth your time in 2026, and which ones to skip. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the tools, let me tell you exactly what I'm looking for, because not all chibi generators are created equal. Number 1, prompt control. Can you actually describe specific outfits, poses, and expressions? Or is it just a one-click filter with zero customization? Number 2, style quality. Does the output actually look like chibi art? Like proper chibi? The oversized head, the expressive eyes, the cute proportions? Or does it just look like a generic cartoon? Number 3, consistency. This is a big one. Can you generate the same character multiple times and have them actually look like the same character? This is huge if you're building a mascot, an OC, or any kind of ongoing project. Number 4, customization. Hair color, outfits, accessories, expressions. How much actual control do you have? And number 5, output quality. Is the resolution and detail level good enough to actually use? Like for stickers, avatars, merch? These are my 5 criteria. Every tool gets judged on all 5. Let's go. Alright, here's how the test works. Every single tool is going to get the exact same prompt. No adjustments, no extra help, no cheating. Same input, we compare the outputs. Here's the prompt. Chibi anime girl with silver twin tails, red eyes, wearing a black and gold magical girl outfit with ribbons and a star-shaped brooch, holding a glowing wand, cheerful expression, pastel pink background. That's a lot of specific details, and that's intentional. We're not just testing if these tools can make something cute. We're testing if they can actually follow complex instructions. We'll also run a second test later, a chibi boy knight in silver armor, to see how each tool handles male characters and more detailed scenes. Alright, let's see what these tools can actually do. Alright, let's start with something really interesting right away, PixAI, and specifically their newest flagship model, Tsubaki.2. Before we test anything else, I wanted to start here because PixAI is very different from the usual AI tools. This is not a general purpose AI platform that just happens to support anime. PixAI is built exclusively for anime style generation. That's all it does. And because of that specialization, you're about to see a big difference in the results. So on PixAI, when you go to generate, you're first picking your model. I'm selecting Tsubaki.2, their latest in-house model. Then I'm choosing the chibi-style preset and setting it to ultra mode for maximum quality. No extra LoRa's needed, just the model and the style. Let's drop in our test prompt. Okay, look at this. Let's break it down against our criteria. Chibi proportions, the black and gold outfit, the ribbons, the star-shaped brooch, the glowing wand. Expression, cheerful, right as requested. But here's where PixAI really shows its edge. Consistency. I'm going to generate a second version of the same character, different pose, different expression, using their Reference Pro feature. Watch what happens. Same character, different moment. That level of consistency, most tools struggle with this. If you're building an OC or working on a long-term project, this is huge. And one more thing, something none of the other tools can do. A full character sheet, front view, side view, back view, all consistent, all in the same style. Try getting that out of ChatGPT or Midjourney. A couple of quick things worth mentioning. PixAI has over 4 million monthly active users, so there's a huge community behind it. And there's a community remix feature where you can actually browse other creators' prompts and settings and build on top of them. Super useful if you're just starting out. Oh, and it's free to try. Link in the description. Tsubaki.2 is purpose-built for exactly this kind of work, and the results speak for themselves. Now let's use ChatGPT, specifically the image generation powered by DALL-E. Now, ChatGPT is obviously one of the most accessible AI tools out there. Almost everyone has used it. So let's see what it does with our chibi prompt. Okay, so here's what we got. The character is cute, but let's look at the details. The outfit has the right idea, but it feels a bit simplified, and some of the finer elements aren't as defined. The expression, it is cheerful, so that part works. The chibi proportions, they're okay, but they feel more generic than truly stylized. My take? ChatGPT is great for quick, general-purpose images, but it's not really built for anime-specific styles. The details aren't as sharp, and the overall look feels a bit less refined. For a quick concept, sure, but for proper chibi design, we can do better. Adobe Firefly. If you're already in the Adobe ecosystem, Photoshop, Illustrator, this one is built right in. Let's see how it handles our magical girl chibi. So, Adobe Firefly is clearly built with commercial use in mind. It's clean, it's safe, it avoids the weird artifacts you sometimes get elsewhere. But how does it do with anime specifically? The output is clean and polished, but the anime style here feels a bit soft and not quite fully chibi. The proportions are close, but they lean more toward a general cute style rather than a true, exaggerated chibi look. And when it comes to the specific accessories, it captures most of them, but some details feel slightly simplified or less defined. Firefly is solid for general illustration, but it's not an anime-first tool. And for chibi specifically, that matters. Alright, let's put everything side by side. Here's how each tool scored across our 5 criteria. Prompt accuracy, PixAI follows the details the closest. ChatGPT gets the general idea, while Adobe Firefly captures most elements but simplifies some specifics. Chibi proportions, PixAI delivers a true chibi style. ChatGPT looks more like a generic cute character, and Firefly sits somewhere in between but still not fully stylized. Outfit detail, this is where the gap shows. PixAI keeps the ribbons, brooch, and accessories clean and consistent. ChatGPT and Firefly both lose or simplify some of those finer details. Expression, all 3 get cheerful, but PixAI feels more expressive and intentional, while the others lean a bit more generic. Overall quality, PixAI looks ready for actual use, like avatars or stickers. ChatGPT and Firefly are good for quick concepts, but not as refined. The pattern is pretty clear. Tools built for everything are great at general results, but when it comes to anime-specific details, proportions, accessories, consistency, that's where a dedicated platform like PixAI really pulls ahead. So, final rankings. And I'm going to be honest here, different tools serve different needs. I'm not here to hype anything. I want to give you a real answer. Best overall for chibi quality? PixAI with Tsubaki. 2. If you actually want to design chibi characters, control the outfit, the expression, the pose, and get consistent results across multiple generations, PixAI is in a completely different league. It's purpose-built for anime, and the results reflect that. Honorable mention, ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT does really well when it comes to speed and accessibility. If you just want something quick, simple, or you're experimenting with ideas, it's super easy to use and gets the job done fast. But when it comes to precision and consistency, especially for character design, it's not quite at the same level. And here's how I'd put it simply. If you just want a quick chibi selfie or a one-off cute image, a simpler tool works fine. But if you want to actually design chibi characters with real control over style, outfit, expression, and consistency, PixAI with Tsubaki.2 is built specifically for that. And honestly, it shows. Alright, that's the breakdown. If you want to give PixAI a shot, I've got the free link in the description below. You can test it yourself and see what Tsubaki.2 can do. Now I want to hear from you. What chibi generator have you been using? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. If this video helped you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. And subscribe if you want more AI art tool breakdowns like this. See you in the next one.